Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is brought to you by Gangsters and Demons on YouTube. Check it out. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, and here we are back with another action figure review. Alright, so today we are going to be taking a look at Savage Dragon! Savage Dragon! From Legendary Heroes. This right here is technically my second Savage Dragon figure, and I'm pretty excited, man. As you guys know, I'm slowly building this Pitt figure, because this Pitt figure is one of my grail figures that I've always wanted to get. So far, I've only reviewed Super Patriot. I have an arm and a leg. I have a long way to go. I still have 4 more figures to pick up. I'm in no rush. Like I said, I'm just kind of slowly building this Pitt figure. All right, so let's go ahead and slice this open. If you're wondering, it is from, I believe, 2007. So 2007 is the last date on here. So yeah, it's from 2000. It's hard to believe it's from 2007. Man, what was I doing in 2007? Not collecting action figures, that's for damn sure. So let's go ahead and pop this out. Just looks like I can cut it right here, and maybe not. It's somewhat on perfect card, but you guys know. It's got to come off, bro. It's got to come off. Oh my gosh. Does that pain you as much as it pains me? Alright, so there is Savage Dragon right there. Actually, I don't even need to cut it because it doesn't look that bad as far as like twisty ties are concerned. Just untwist that mofo. Untwist that mofo. Let's pop him out. So before we take a look at Savage Dragon, let's take a look at his accessory. And of course, here is the leg for the Build-A-Figure. Bro, wow. It is one giant foot. Very nice, man. Very, very nice. Then I'm guessing this has to go over the leg, right? Yep, it goes over the leg. Like so. It depends. If you want it on the leg, you can put it on the leg. If not, then it's really up to you. I don't know. I don't know which way it goes, though. This way? Nice. So if you want the chains, you can have the chains. If not, then you don't have to have the chains. Pretty cool, man. Alright. So let's go ahead and take a look at Savage Dragon. And if you guys don't know the story of Savage Dragon, then I don't know what to tell you. Here is Savage Dragon. And I was pretty pleased with the Iron Patriot. We'll break out the Iron Patriot, and then we'll break out the other Savage Dragon figure in a moment to do some comparisons. Let me bring my camera down just a little bit. And here is Savage Dragon. I really like him, man. Anytime I can get a Savage Dragon figure, I am definitely picking this motherfucker up. It's really dope, man. Really dope looking figure. I like the hair that's painted on him. It's kind of ridiculous because he's kind of like a reptilian guy, and to see like hair on a... My phone's ringing. To see like a reptilian guy with hair on it, it's pretty funny, bro. That is hilarious, man. Let me maneuver all his parts. There we go. So essentially, he's just kind of it's kind of a light plastic. He's not he's not heavy by any means. He's pretty light. The plastic that they use is very, very light. But the head overall, the sculpt is actually pretty dumb. This is a flexible plastic for his mohawk right there. Overall, it actually looks really, really good. I mean, not too bad for 2007 standards, you know what I mean? There's the awkward, like, ball joint hips. But on this figure, you can't really tell the difference, you know what I mean? It actually, you can't even, it doesn't even look that bad. Like, in person, it doesn't look that bad. Maybe on camera it does, but on person it doesn't. There's his Converse shoes right there. You can see the articulation for the ankles. That was weird how they did that back in the day. Right there. A different kind of like ankle joint than the toe pivot right there he had. So one thing I liked about these, like, I guess Marvel Legends, I guess that's what you want to call it. They were ahead of their time with articulation, man, because even though they had these awkward like ball joint hips, these ball joint hips in some cases were really good with articulation, especially like doing the splits and shit. Doing the splits and shit. You guys saw the double jointed knees, then he has the waist swivel, then he has the break of the torso, then he has the bicep break right there. He has I don't think he has double jointed elbows. Maybe he does. No, not really. No, it's kind of hindered by his muscles. But overall, it's actually a good piece. I really like this figure. There's the back right there. Never quite understood why they would put holes in the back of these figures. I remember growing up, I don't know if you guys remember, but every like action figure that I had always had like a hole in the back of the figure. I don't know if that was part of the assembly line process, but every figure that I've ever owned, like as a little kid, always had a hole in the back of their back. Maybe you guys know. Maybe I just explained it. He does have like a, what do you call it, a forearm break instead of like a wrist break. So because he has hinges at his wrist that actually do bend, and he does have articulated hands and fingers. Look at that, bro. They're articulated fingers. We don't see that nowadays on action figures. Articulated fingers. There it is right there, bro. That's pretty cool, man, that, you know, they would go into that amount of detail. I wonder, I'm guessing it would probably be more expensive back in the day to produce this figure than some of the newest figures that are coming out today, because essentially a lot of these like newer figures, we'll just talk about Marvel Legends, reuse the body, reuse pretty much a lot of the accessories, you know, the same sculpt, and then repaints as well. So yeah, I can imagine Hasbro making a killing on repaints, man. So yeah, these Marvel Legends back in the day, this was like, I can only probably see them using like the legs, reusing the legs. Other than that, I don't know if they can really reuse the body for this guy. Certainly they can't use the head sculpt. But yeah, it's really, really awesome, man, being that, you know, how far, it's the evolution of toy companies. It's all about the bottom dollar, so I understand that perfectly, guys. So yeah, toy companies have evolved, and they, I think now, maybe make more of a killing now than they do, you know, back in the day. You know what I mean? Even though kids, we loved toys back in the day, we bought toys all the time. I think for adult collectors and kids nowadays too, they are getting back into collecting action figures. So it's something about possession, you know, having it in your hand. You know, with kids nowadays, everything is digital, but for the selected few, you know, they appreciate possession, you know, things in their hands, things that they can have, you know what I mean? Instead of digital, gone here 1 second, gone in a minute. This guy is pretty much with you for life. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's break out some other figs and let's do some comparisons. Okay, so here is the Iron Patriot, one of the last figures I reviewed, and obviously you can see the size difference right there. We'll go ahead and measure him in a moment, but I do like this Iron Patriot, man. So far, I like all the figures from this wave, the two figures that I've reviewed so far. But yeah, you can see the size comparison right there. And also the ball joint hips on this guy, they don't look awkward, you know, like some of the other Marvel Legends do, you know what I mean? And plus, this was from 2007 as well, so And then here's also one of my other favorite Savage Dragons. I got this from my buddy Nerd Cave Nerds. Awesome fucking piece. I believe this was from the 10th anniversary. I think it was the 10th anniversary of Image Comics. Comes with this awesome base, awesome figure. It's pretty much essentially a statue. It's an articulated statue. But the detail on this guy is really, really fucking great, bro. So just depending on your liking, if you like action figures, if you like articulated statues. I mean, even this guy, his arms do go up and down. He does have a waist swivel, break right here, break right there. If you guys want to check this out, he's in my, I believe, McFarlane reviews. I could be wrong. He does have a head swivel and all that great stuff. Nothing, no knee bend, no really ankle bend. But yeah, he is an articulated statue, but this guy is more of an action figure. And obviously you can see this guy is made with a different plastic. He's more shinier. And this guy is more realistic right here. So I like them both, man. I mean, if you're a customizer and you want to actually customize this guy, you probably could. But overall, I actually like him as is. There he is on the base, if you guys. I actually need this guy for the base because he has a hard time standing. But this is a great overall figure. This is probably one of my favorite figures in my entire collection, man. I really love that Savage Dragon. All right, so let's do some measurements, guys. Put him right here. Right there. He has a hard time standing because, like I said, he doesn't have a stand. And plus, he's on pretty much skates because he's pretty much on a glass table. And he's pretty much like ice skating on a glass table, bro. So, yeah, there's that. So, let's go ahead and measure this guy, and I'll give you my rating, and I'll let you know what I make of him. Okay, Savage Dragon stands approximately all the way up to the top of his mohawk, just a little under 7.5 inches tall. So yeah, he is a pretty big figure. How does he measure up with this Savage Dragon? I guess they would have to be, yeah, he would probably be taller because he is standing up straight, where this guy is kind of a little hunched over. So let me give you my rating, guys. This guy is really, really awesome, man. I'm a big fan of Savage Dragon, and I am really excited to have another Savage Dragon in my collection, specifically an action figure Savage Dragon. I really love this guy. I actually like the articulation. I don't think I showed you guys his articulation as far as the arms, but I like the overall design. It actually still looks great. He still looks great. You know, after all these years, I love the articulated fingers. He has great articulation, especially being a 2007 figure. It's a really, really nice figure. Some parts are looser than others. Some parts are very solid, like his legs are very solid. His waist is a little loose, but nonetheless, everything else is pretty much perfect on this guy. He's a really great figure. He stands kind of the test of time. So for that, I'm going to be very generous, and I'm going to give him like a 7.5 out of 10. Not really a 7 because he's better than a 7. Not really an 8 because he's not as good as an 8. But in between, I think 7.5 is a fair rating for this guy. And he's just an overall dope figure, man. I love these right here, the toe articulation. I love the overall look of this guy. Is he better than this one? Aesthetically, no. Articulation, yes. So when I rated this guy, I think I gave him like an 8 or 9, simply because I was basing him on a like articulated statue point of view, where this guy is an action figure right here. And overall, he looks great. The arms, the body, the torso, the hair, the painted on hair even looks pretty good. The wash over the pants, the shoes, the face. I wish they would have put a little bit more detail on the fin right there. But overall, he's a great figure, man. I'm really... Oh, now he's standing. Look at that. I don't even need a skull for him to stand. I have him standing now. So overall, he's a great figure, a product of his time, and still stands the test of time. I definitely recommend this figure if you guys are fans of Image and of Savage Dragon. I definitely recommend this guy. All right, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next review. Peace out.